Hello, Slicksters! This is the first episode of the Extras playlist that I'm starting, with this being the first chapter of the playlist. And I know you all saw by the title, I'm going to show you guys how to make a copy save file, just in case you're much like myself and you decorate Sims in the neighborhood, and you also decorate your town a bit the way you want it to look. And instead of constantly redecorating every single game that you start, you can now copy the save file of the decorated one time and just keep using that same save file copies to begin your new games. That way the neighborhood is decorated, the people in the neighborhood are decorated just as you wanted it. And in case you guys are curious, yes, this is my personal family, and these two Sims right here are my intro Sims. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this first chapter. And so now I'm going to hit you all with that intro. And I just wanted to show you all a good look of what I mean when I say your town is decorated, your people are decorated in town. Like, for example, in my households, other households, I decorate them as they grow. As they get their children, their generations go on, I decorate them. That way I'm not going out in public seeing NPCs that just look like hell. You know what I mean? I know you done seen a few of them. Yeah, a few of them can look like hell. So that's why I go through and I just edit them so that they'll look fine and dandy. And also, I'm going to show you all this picture pop up that should come up right about now. And if you look over in the corner in Sims 3, when we push that copy button, you would automatically get a copy of your household and the town and everything in it the way it is. It would pop up and you could play it. It was like a copy of the save file that you already had. It would be 2 up there when you're ready to push play. But it's no longer like that in The Sims 4, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. And now that we have returned back to the main menu, I'm going to show you what I mean when I say this copy button doesn't work the same way it had before in The Sims 3. So it says copy the save file path to the clipboard. I'm not quite sure how that goes, the clipboard and all, but I'm going to show you that if I hit this button, it's not going to copy a household the same. Like in The Sims 3, it would have said Tia, and it would have been Tia 2 times, the same exact household. It doesn't work the same. See, look. I hit that like 3 times. Neither time did I get a copy save file right here. But don't worry, I'm going to show you what to do. And everything that we're going to do to get the copy save file is going to be outside of game. So I'll see you there, Slicksters. I highly recommend that you have a USB that you can stick into your computer that gives you extra space to hold these save files. But if you don't have a USB, then I'll recommend that you leave the save files on your desktop. And the way you'll do that, you want to create a new folder on your desktop. You're going to call it saves. I personally have a USB right here, so that's where I keep my game saves. But if I didn't have this USB, I would right click on the desktop and create a folder called saves. Of course, when you create your saves folder, it's going to be empty at first. Let's head on over to a different folder for a second. We're going to go to the documents, electronic arts, The Sims 4 saves. Once you get into the saves, all you're going to need is these slot files. Whatever game that you want to copy, make sure that's your last save file. Go into your saves folder and take all these slot files, and then you're going to put them into the saves folder. I don't recommend that you just put it straight into the saves folder. I recommend once you get into the saves folder, you start creating different folders for different saves. Then save your slots. For example, in my saves folder, I have 3 different folders. I have the Have Mercy saves, my personal game saves, and the Undead saves. The reason why I told you before, all you're going to need is the slots, don't worry about the folders, because this is what happens. As you transfer the slots from one folder to the other, these folders are going to recreate themselves, assuming you have those mods in game. So don't worry about the folders, it's going to recreate themselves. And what I recommend, okay, let's say, because right now I just have my game saves in, let's say if I was to put the Undead game saves in, which for you would be you playing with a different save file. You would go to your saves folder, the one that's actually in the game. You would delete everything out of here. You would delete everything out of here. Then go to a different save file in our saves folder that we made previously. Take all the slots, put it in. Don't worry about the folders, like I said again, because they're going to recreate themselves. And personally, this is how I make different save files. And please remember, whenever you are saving and switching over to a different save file, make sure that you take all the slots from your in-game saves folder. Take all the slots and put it into the save folder for that game. Now, when you're doing that, just like I told you to delete here in order to put in a different save file, you are also in the folder where the game saves are when you are wanting to update the folder from one gameplay to the next. You're going to delete inside of the folder and go from your saves that's actually in the game and save all the slots and put them into what would now be the empty folder for that saved game. Because what you don't want to do is mix old saves with new saves. I don't think that's a safe game to play. So that's what I would do. I hope all of this really makes sense. I know I'm saying a lot and I can't show you guys really because of course I already have mine set up. I want to show you a little more visually too. Let's say one of my saves folders, I've been playing it and right now it does have all the slots in it. We're going to pretend it has all the slots in it. But now I want to update it. I would select all, delete it. Now it's empty for me. Go back to the save folder in my game. Take all the slots. That's it. Just the slots. And update it. Remember, you do not want to update it by adding the old with the new. Delete all that's inside the saves folder from your Let's Play, which will give you a bare saves folder. And then place in your new save for that particular save file. I hope that makes sense, y'all. I really try my best in saying it. And it's kind of confusing because I'm saying saves folder, saves folder. When I say in-game saves, I'm talking about documents, electronic arts, The Sims 4 saves. But when I say like game files, I mean the different save files that you're going to create. Hopefully this video was of some kind of help in getting you all to be able to have different save files. Just in case you've decorated the town, decorated the people in it and don't want to do that all over again. If you have any questions, please comment. I'll be more than happy to help. And I will see you all in the next chapter of Extras. Until next time, Slicksters.